Hi! I'm gonna be honest. I can't hear the media source. I started it. I'm doing something different, right? I'm doing something a little different, where I'm playing the file directly in OBS, and then all I have to do is pause it like that. It's very easy. It's probably overcomplicating things if we're being honest here, but it's fun. I like it. It's a good time. Tonight, on the Sea of Stars stream, we ask ourselves a very important question. What do we gotta do to, And so we're gonna find out. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. Let's just play it, you know? Let's get it all squared away, eh? How do we feel about that? Yeah? We feel good about that? Feel good about that decision? Good. Okay, and now I gotta stop the media source. The media source should have stopped. Sabotage. That's the group that made this game. Okay, cool. I sound clean as fuck. Gosh. I'm so glad that I have, like, decent microphone audio settings at this point. That could have been a real net downer, negative, etc. But I'm glad it's not. So, we got Sea of Stars. We got Sea of Stars, and we are very close to the end of the game. As I understand it, we are very close. And I think this was the one we just finished. So, we're gonna go around, and we're gonna play some cleanup. It's gonna be the Voltage talks about things on his mind for a while. How do I fly again? That's how. Alright. So, let's go and find literally everything that I still need to explore. Because I haven't done that yet. There's things in the ocean, that are neat and cool. I can land way up here, which is awesome. I think that's one thing about the fast travel that really I have not appreciated enough, is that I can land anywhere so long as it's open. I think that's good. So let's see what that lights up, eh? Eh? Chat, how you doing on this lovely Monday? How do we feel about Monday? Are we having a good Monday? It's been a weird Monday. For a variety of reasons. I won't talk about politics right now. I will simply say it's been a very weird Monday, to put it very, very simply. I've been doing alright. It's nice. We have 4th of July plans going, so I've been trying to plan my week around the 4th of July and the fact that we're going to be flying away. And so, like, it doesn't really make sense to start huge projects. But, you know, you can still get stuff done this week, obviously. So I'm focusing on that. Let's ring that bell. Do that, eh? Nah, things have been good. Alright, we got more puzzles. More puzzles is fine with me. We'll get one of those guys. Okay. On the walls, those looked like arrows. Okay. Let's try to put things on the top 3, right? So let's have a look at this, right? So we got this. This is a grappler, right? Okay. I see. So when I stand on that, it works, and I should create a beam between, ideally, top or bottom, or the 3. So let's try and do that. I'm going to play the game and puzzle aloud. So we've been having a good time. You know, the weather's been... Oh, the weather. He gets on stream and talks about only the weather. The weather's been good, temperate, mild, which I am a big fan of, all things considered. The mild weather is great for running, and Lord knows that I enjoy running to the degree that, like, the average human being probably wouldn't, but I'm also not the average human being, so, like, you know, get on my level. But, I've been really having a nice time. I think my July is gonna be a good one. July's my birth month, so I'm a big fan of July. I'm a July enthusiast, as it were. I have completely shuffled up everything here. Let's send that guy over there, huh? Okay, that's definitely not what I want to do. I want this one to be... Where? Where do I want this? What is... Maybe I'm gonna reset because I didn't understand the pattern. Let's try this again. Okay. Okay, so they both fire. I want the one on the right to be at the left and vice versa. Okay, that's step one. Second step, I want this Reflectga. Oh, I see. Actually, I don't want this one here. I want the capture device here instead. So let's put the capture device in there. Okay, and then I want to move this guy in the corner up to the top. How do I do that? How are we doing that? Let's see. Let's try this. Yeah, like that. That's what we want to do. That's good. I am excited for the summer. I do really love summer. I think beyond the fact that summer is like the season in which I am born, you know, I just have a fun nostalgia for summer. I think summer is a lovely season. Like, I don't mind that it gets hot in the summer. I think summer is a season where, like, the heat is kind of part of the appeal, because growing up in Minnesota, it gets cold, if you can believe that. Somehow, the great state of Minnesota gets cold. So I cherish summer. I really do value it being warm. But at the same time, you know, I'm not going to deny that, like, it can get very hot. And when it does get very hot, like, I'm not going to lie, I like it when I can cool down just a little bit. So I am a summer appreciator. I think summer is my favorite season for many reasons. You know, birthday helps a lot. But also, it's just, you know, the freedom from academia. I think that really sold me on summer as a kid, was that I just wasn't in school at the time. And so I was able to really spend my time doing what I wanted to do. And I value that. I think I really do value the autonomy that the freedom that summer really provides is just a very nice feeling, all things considered, especially when, like, you know, now you're at school and I need to move. You know, you're in school all the time, and eventually you're sitting in classrooms for 8 days a week, it feels like. Of course a kid's gonna value freedom, like, through summer. Summer is the thing for kids to look forward to. It's the time where they don't have to go to school unless something, maybe they're not performing well academically. You know, they get the chance to do the things they want to do, to just be a kid, to explore the world. I value that a lot. That's a fun puzzle. My summers were nice. My summers were spent doing, like, summer enrichment classes in mornings and whatnot. I once got grounded in 3rd grade because I got caught using the internet when mom and dad weren't home. Which, like, you know, with the power of hindsight as an adult, a 3rd grader posting on the UB Funkies forums, you know, there's a lot that could go wrong there. So I understand that rule in hindsight. I did not care for that rule as a third grader, though. And so one of the summer activity enrichment courses was literally a computer club where you could just, like, surf the internet for 45 minutes at a time. Because the enrichment courses were basically, 45-minute classes. No, you know what? No, they were an hour and a half. Because they were 4 hours long. They were like from 8 a.m. to 1, right? So yeah, it was an hour and a half long. So when I got grounded in 3rd grade, instead of using the computer at home, I just used the computer at that community club, and it was fun. I went on the UB Funkies forums and shitposted more, but like, posted on forums in the way you do as you're like 9 years old. So yeah, for all of you haters out there who say like, oh, you weren't posting on forums, I was posting on forums. Yeah, I've been posting on forums. Hey, Snake, thank you so much for subscribing to Tier 1 on a 46th month streak. Thank you so much, Snake. How are you? What are you doing? Did you post on forums as a kid? I was talking about things I did during the summertime. I love summer. It's probably my favorite season. So, I went on forums as a kid, and, like, I would post on them in the summer, and, like, I made some friends playing Pokemon Crater. It was a nice time, It's funny because those summer enrichment classes, they were put on by our school district. So they had buses running and picking kids up at bus stops, which is kind of funny. The forums I mainly posted on were Smogon. That makes sense. I'll talk more about the forums I posted on later. But, you basically got on the bus and went to the local elementary school. My school district was pretty big, so we had like 9 or 10 elementary schools in my school district. And they hosted them primarily at the new elementary school. They had 2 sets, right? They had sets for elementary schoolers between kindergarten and 4th grade. And then they had day activities for 5th through 8th graders. And then the freshman high school students often were like volunteers for these things. And they were like an internship, kind of. So I did that. I had my first internship at like 14. I didn't get paid for it, but I did get like... No, maybe I did get paid for it, actually, now that I think about it. I would have to review that. I don't remember. Honestly, probably for the best. But these summer enrichment activities through the school district were nice because they allowed me to, explore my interests as a child. And then as a, middle schooler, make some, like, friends who were my age, and then eventually volunteer with these through the school district. And then as a result, I then got a job through these, if you can believe that, because my boss wrote a letter of recommendation for me. And, I feel like that's kind of what the whole point of that internship series was for these, like, middle school, high schoolers, those early high school age kids. That's really what that was to allow them to have the chance to make a connection with someone to maybe eventually have a job. And so I ended up having... Oh, they're talking about me as mommy in another chat. Oh, dear. I'll talk about that in a moment. But, like, that's how I got my gymnasium attendant job, which was, like, almost a janitorial position, but not quite. Like, essentially I had to go set up the gym so that, groups renting it could, have, like, sports practice. But it was through those summer enrichment activities that I did as a kid that allowed me to eventually have a job and eventually do well in school. So it's kind of funny that stretch of dominoes, if you will. Yeah. Anyway, so those were things I did in the summer that paid off long term. What I'm talking about... Okay. Okay, hang on. So I'm gonna preface this... Hang on. Sorry, I need to message them. Okay. I don't know if I would get in trouble for showing Rent-A-Girlfriend clips with us dubbed over it. But I do think that at this point, the context, I am gonna show it. If you're good with that. There's a group of people I'm friends with, and they do ADR practice. That's the voice replacement that you have in like the English dub, right? Of an anime, and so we use that to practice sometimes. I do it on occasion, though I'm usually busy, and like they are more committed to it than I, but I have done a few. And Lou on stream has talked extensively about how I just did a scene with her from Rent-A-Girlfriend where she was Chizuru and I was Mommy. Like the character, not that other kind, you dingus. That's... So the idea... Oh god, do I really want to show this? I don't know if I want to show this, because, like, I don't want to get in trouble. Maybe I'll, like, trim it out or something. Hard to say. It is really funny. So essentially what I did is, like, I straight up did a voice, like, not even just, like, my normal speaking voice. I was, like,
doing the voice that I go kind of up here, where if I wanted to, I could really scare someone. And that would be, it's kind of like my high-pitched, like the girl voice, you know? It's the girl voice that I can pull out, it puts it up into my nose, but at the same time, you know, if I really wanted to, I could probably do something like that. Of course, that's just not, like, it's not a comfortable voice to speak in. However, I have, you know, thought about this for a variety of reasons. So I was using this voice and doing ADR at the same time, and it scared the living shit out of Lou. It was really funny.
So yeah, that was funny. Oh my, hello. Yeah, so that's the thing. So I don't think, interesting voice to come into. It's a voice. So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna put it onto, I'm gonna do a studio mode thing here, where I'm gonna mute the game, but I'm going to play the audio, because the audio is amusing to me. It's very amusing to me, and I want to share it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do this, and then it's gonna be a black screen, but I'm gonna add a funny little image. Let's add a pluffle. Yeah, let's do that. Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we're gonna go into here. I don't know if you can hear the game still. You can, I think. Okay. Image. Let's get ourselves a nice pluffle.gif in here. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do, right? I'm going to mute the game, and I'm gonna play the audio. Okay. Voltage was Mommy? Okay. Okay. Volume is